It's still in there. You're one tooth over, I think. So Kristen clearly has something stuck in her teeth, and she's using her computer camera to try to identify it. Not maybe realizing that we can all see.
Looking right at you.
I mean,
I was using FaceTime, and then I'm like all up in the camera, and then I remember, oh yeah, I'm on Zoom, and my face is like Cassie is now inside my mouth as I'm trying to get this poppy seed from my everything bagel out of my front tooth.
I think you got
Did you get it?
I just shoved it in there more. It's whatever.
Oh, all right. Get it later.
Yeah.
All right, so neighbor drama here, man. This is really going to be one of those, again, do I get involved here or do I just mind my own business?
I loathe neighborhood drama because, like, you're home, like that when you leave work or wherever and you come to your house, like that is your sanctuary. Like that's where you should feel most at peace.
I keep my head down in my neighborhood, man. I don't want to be part of any clubs. I don't want to play tennis. I just want to come home and not be involved. I have enough drama going on here. I do not need it going 100%. On right at home. All right, so here is the drama going on in her neighborhood, and she's looking for your advice on exactly what to do. Dear Bert Show, need some advice. But for some context, I've lived in my house for 10 years. It's a very nice neighborhood, only about 20 houses, and we all know each other pretty well. My next-door neighbor has a 16-year-old daughter. I'll repeat. My next-door neighbor has a 16-year-old daughter.
She's underage, so keep that in mind while we're talking about this.
We have a wooden privacy fence, but my deck overlooks their yard. This morning at about 8, I was taking my coffee up to sit on my deck, and I heard some giggling and looked over, and I saw their 16-year-old and her boyfriend. Butt naked, having sex on a lounge chair. They saw me and immediately threw a towel over them, and I ran back down into my house. Few minutes later, I looked out my window, and he was sitting in a chair on the porch, and she was giving.
No. Let's just. She was talking into a microphone.
Okay.
Well played.
All right. I literally had to close my blinds because the window looks directly at their porch, and I have 2 young daughters, and they could have seen. So my question is, should I tell the parents I don't want to be a snitch, and she will obviously know it's me that told? If I do, what do I say? The 16-year-old doesn't care. I mean, you caught her the first time, and then she went back for more.
That's crazy.
I have no relationship with the daughter, have barely ever spoken to her, as she's always been very quiet and shy. So confronting her directly would be weird. Help. 1-855-BERT Show. What are you going to do?
I mean, I'm just going with my initial reaction, like my gut reaction in this moment, and that is to tell the parents. Like to be like, hey, I mean, I know it was on their property, but she's doing it in plain sight. But then I say that out loud, and that feels wrong to do. Like it feels wrong to tell the parents. But I wouldn't want my kids seeing that. You know what I mean? Like if I have young kids and they can be on the deck and look over into the yard and witness that, and then they're like, what is going on here? What is this? Now, granted, you can't protect your kids from everything. Mm-hmm. At some point, you're going to have to explain stuff. I understand that. But, and if I was the parent, I'm the parent of the 16-year-old, would I want to know this information? And personally, yes, I would want to know that. I would want to know this information.
Oh man, because you're gonna make me look bad because I'm probably not saying anything at all.
It's not making you look bad.
Yeah, it is. I know you should probably go over there and talk to the parents about it. But you know what? I'm just like, you know what? I'm staying out of this whole thing. The chances that her kids see this is not like it's happening every single day or anything like this. And I'm just like, I'm probably staying out of this one. No.
Yeah, I would stay out of it as well. I would understand telling the parents for the simple fact that it happened once, and you would think that after she got caught, she wouldn't have done it again, but she clearly doesn't care. She has young daughters. She doesn't want them to see that. I completely get that. But if it's me, I'm minding my business, but I wonder, with her being a woman, would it be like a bad idea to talk to the daughter?
Now, they haven't had any interaction, right?
No.
Zero.
No.
So the first conversation they're going to have is like, hey,
No.
I just want to talk to you about sex.
Yeah, no, yeah. And if
It would be awkward, for
if
sure.
a neighbor talked to my child about something like that, I would be pissed. Like, you
Okay.
come to me,
That
you don't
makes
come
sense.
to my kid.
Yeah.
Cass?
Dude, it's indecent exposure. You can be charged with that on your own property. That is true. So if you are naked or doing some kind of act outside, even if it's your property, That's illegal, and I don't want my kids seeing that. You take it inside, and I'm sorry, it's the consequences of your own actions. You chose to do that stuff in a place that is publicly viewable, then you're going to suffer the consequences. And you know what? You might be thanking me later when you think you're doing something safe and where no one can see and everyone can see and it's being filmed. 100% talk to the parents and tell them what's up. You've got to protect your family.
Gina, good morning. You're part of the Bert Show. Hi.
Hi, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Well, I have to agree with the majority of you guys. I will say that you should talk to her parents. My opinion, maybe talk to her mom before the dad.
Yeah.
Because from experiences with my teenage sisters, it's always easier talking to the mom before the dad. But like you said, your younger kids are at risk for witnessing something like that, which will just make it a bigger deal for you when they have questions and they have this and that when they shouldn't have those questions just yet.
Well, and also thinking about protecting the 16-year-old, like you do things and you don't think about consequences. Like she's lucky that a concerned woman lives next door and saw this and not some creeper dude and filmed it and put it on the internet.
Everybody 100% across the board is saying talk to the mom.
Yeah.
Talk to
I
the
get it.
neighbor. 100%.
The Bert Show.
Like what you just watched, you can get more of The Bert Show on your favorite podcast platform. Wherever you listen to your podcast, you can find us. I don't know what any of these buttons do, by the way.